Hey everybody, it's Walrus McFish Sr., and we are back with more Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup, featuring Snakums the Black Belt, the Naga Wanderer of Xam. And yeah, I know it's been a few days, I've been pretty busy, so I haven't really had a chance to record. But I've got some time today, so I thought I'd definitely put up a video, maybe two. You know, I like recording these videos, so I want to keep putting them up. You know, I like making these videos for you guys, it's fun. So anyway, we are here, and I was looking at my stash a little bit. We've got some stuff, some random stuff. We can drop this bad cloak. That's definitely something that can happen. We can probably drop these sling bullets. We need to clear out some room in our inventory. Wand of Fire will drop the bad one. Flesh will go away in a second. Magic Mapping, Silence. Silence is not going to help us that much. Let's just drop it. Well, I don't know. If we go down to the elves, it might actually help us out quite a bit. Never mind, never mind. Cursed Ring, Protection of Magic. Yeah, okay. Should probably do something about that. Tome of Destruction is kind of surprisingly helpful for us. Alright, I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. We've got a Rod of Clouds, we've got a Tome of Destruction. There's some good options for us. Got our Wand of Heal Wounds. What else was here? There was another Wand of Heal Wounds up here. There's a Wand of Teleportation up here. Right? Which I dropped. Oh no, I have a... why am I carrying around a bad Wand of Teleportation? Let's certainly drop that one. Pick up this one. We also have... Okay, we've got a couple enchant armors up here. I could enchant up the Cloak of Darkness. I guess that might be worth 1 AC. So let's just pick up one of those enchant armors. Read it on our cloak. Fine. Alright, now we've got 6 slots open. That's better. I was not exactly sure where we were going to go next, and I had forgotten actually that we had ended in Layer 2 for whatever reason, so here we are back at our main stash. So I guess we're going to go to the Elven Halls. I don't know exactly when the next best time to do that would be. You know, I don't like to wander around too much because Xam will get bored, so we sort of wanted to be a little bit efficient in our pathing here. So I was either thinking the Elven Halls or the Depths. And if we had been down at the bottom of the dungeon, honestly, I would have been leaning towards Depths. That's just how lazy my character is. But now that we're here, we're closer to the Elven Halls, I bet we should check it out. I think we can handle it. And also our loot situation is not looking too good. I mean, we've got some loot, but we could really use a little bit more loot. More swag, really. Okay, you know, Xam appreciates swag, and we're a little bit lacking in swag. Elves have got tons of swag. So we're going to go and sort of repurpose their swag for our own. So let's do that. Let's go to the Elven Halls. And if we get horribly banished or something, well then, I bet Xam will think that's hilarious. Hello, Mr. Orc. Yeah. Crush them. Take the orc flesh, drop my rotting spiny frog flesh. Turn into a mushroom. That's hilarious, Xam. I'll try this out for a while. Too terrified to move while being watched. That's funny. That's really funny. Alright, let's... Oh, can we take out an orc warrior? Yeah, it confuses them. That's awesome. Bam, mushroom. Fighting mushroom powers. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, he can't see us. That's incredible. That's good, because we can't move while being watched. Much like a Boo from the Super Mario Brothers games. If you know what I'm talking about. Come on, you know what I'm talking about. Everybody knows what a Boo is. Everybody played the Mario games, right? Some DPL fighters here. This is interesting. I think this calls for a Rod of Clouds. Because we can get all of those jokers. Nice. Noxious Fumes. Alright, that works. And then we'll get out the Great Sling of Freezing and sort of tab him down a little bit. That works. Just in case any super nasty elves come around the corner, we'll be on the staircase and ready to deal with them. But of course that didn't happen. Keep our Great Sling out just in case. There's Buckler. Nah. No shields. Alright, well, so much for that plan, because Sam decided to take us for a ride. Whoa, a silver statue. That is really interesting. We have a wand of disintegration, but you know, I don't think it works that way anymore. Let's try it anyway. Maybe it does bonus damage or something. No. That's so annoying. Alright, we're going to cast then. Let's just get closer. Closer. Cast. Statue form, I guess. Well, let's just see if we can beat it up. No. Wields nothing. Let's just go to statue form to be safe. I don't know how bad this thing is going to be, but we don't want to deal with it at all. Alright, now Great Sling, try to take down these guys real quick. Alright, never mind. Just go back into punching mode. Okay, we'll punch this guy because... Oh, nice. I was actually punching the Deep Elf Summoner, but I killed the other one. I killed the Conjurer just with my Constriction. So that's pretty amazing. I can actually deal out some sort of multiple punishment here. Don't need an axe to kill everybody around me. Actually, an Octopode could do that better, but Octopodes have got other problems. Octopodes would have difficulties getting up to 30 AC. Oh, we didn't even cast Stone Skin. We could totally do that. Make that 42 AC. And hello, Mr. Deep Elf Knight. You think you are something? Well, you're not. You're nothing. Alright. Deep Elf Summoner. Nice. Just sort of get him before he wakes up. Deep Elf Fighter. Yeah, we don't need a statue form or anything like that. I'm glad we killed him before Sam just took us on a ride, but whatever. Yeah, these minor elves don't require, like, any serious thought. We can just tab our way through them. It's only the mid to high tier elves that we are concerned with. Helmets. And we have something better than that, right? The Helmet of Impertinence versus my Hat of Fire Resistance. I remember considering that. It was a close call, but we're happy with our fire resistance. Deep Elf Magi. Go for it. Tab, tab. Yeah, no buffs required. We can strangle elves to death without any magical aid. It's just that easy. Oh, glowing longbow. That's pretty neat. Would have been, you know, what's her name? Porcella Oatbag would have been happy to find that. If not for the bow of Krishna Sharanga, I can't believe we found that. That made that game so incredible. That and the Gauntlets of War, we really dominated. And we had a great glaive that game too. Man, I'm reminiscing about past games. I mean, all of our wins are obviously great. All 2 of them. You know, I can reminisce about other games too, but, well, I guess I'll not spoil which one is the other win. I have a bad habit of sort of assuming that you guys have watched all of these videos, and so you know about all of the trials and tribulations that we've experienced in the past. We sort of have a shared history together. But that's not necessarily true. You know, I mean, you can watch these in whatever order you want, especially because these more recent videos, I know, I mean, the sound quality has gone up, and I'm much less likely to drop videos and such, so I could understand if you'd prefer to watch these more modern videos. So maybe in that case, you might never actually watch those old videos, and you're getting a little history lesson. But anyway, history lesson, as if these dungeon crawl games were significant history. But anyway, we have a scroll of acquirement. Let's go ahead and read that. And what are we looking for? I guess still better armor. We might get a better barding, an enchanted barding, better gloves, maybe something else good. We got plenty of wands, we got plenty of other stuff. Let's go ahead and try for armor. Show me armor. Transparent gloves. What do we got? Identify the gloves. Sif Muna's Generosity. Wow. That's a good pair of gloves, and we now have more fire resistance than we know what to do with. Alright. Well, interesting. I mean, looking at that, we could go for that helmet now. I mean, we're certainly going to put these on right now because they're just better than anything that we're wearing. Drop these lousy gloves. So that's amazing. We're at like RF+++++ or something like that. So we should do something about that. We could probably... What's my other source of fire resistance? That ring. I could put on my protection from magic, but I do like the stat boost too. What we really want to do is put on that hat. We're going to go and get that helmet, which was in vaults. So I don't know if we're going to go that far right now. I mean, we might find a better hat here anyway, so let's just finish the Elven Halls. We'll have some superfluous fire resistance for now, and then let's remember definitely to go and get that hat. Also, we might get mutated out of our fire resistance too, so maybe it'll come in handy to have a little redundancy. But seriously, our fire resistance is great. We should focus on other things. Alright. Deep Elf Conjurer, even a Deep Elf Conjurer. Yeah, I mean, tab, tab, tab. Pizza? Did we pick up that pizza in the Elven Halls? I didn't know Deep Elves made pizza. It's probably some weird, like, Olympus bread pizza. Which is probably delicious. I bet elves make good pizza, actually. I'm not gonna denigrate that. Denigrate? Is that the right word? Derogate? Derogate. Derogate is a word, right? Denigrate, I think, is also a word that means basically the same thing. I could be way off, though. A lot of words. A lot of words. Nice, we got a stealth bonus from Xam. I like that. I think that must be plus 15 bonus. Or, you know, addition, but... Well, okay, we repelled it, but we... Okay. Nice. So, recast repel missiles, which was E, I think? Yeah. Alright, so Xam is making us cold. We are a very special plaything, which is bad. So what we're going to do is read from our tome. Read the tome. Bolt of fire. Nice. Xam, you didn't think that was funny? Xam, come on. Whoa. Okay. So that was pretty cool. We just got teleported, and now we're all the way up to Xam's teddy bear, so that's good. And I think we were trying to get confused, but we actually have the clarity mutation thanks to Xam, so... Now that I think about it, I really should get some better armor, because if I have this Cloak of Darkness, the real reason I was wearing this lousy armor is because of the invisibility. But I mean, I have that now evocable anyway. The blinking, we can just learn the spell. That'd be no problem. It'd be the same, basically. And +1 ringmail is not very good. So absolutely we're in the market for some better armor. Some dragon armor or something would be great. We've got those enchant armors. Swamp dragon. Maybe if we go down to the depths, we'll find some fairy dragon armor, or at least some dragons to enchant up. Okay, this is a little slightly nasty, so let's put on a couple of buffs. But not that many. Nothing excessive. We could also definitely learn... Ugh, we got drained a little bit, that's annoying. We should also definitely learn Portal Projectile for situations like that. I think I meant to. How many spell levels do I have left? 7, so we could learn Portal Projectile and Blink comfortably. And maybe we should. A steaming scale mail. Is that what I'm looking for? Is that the better armor I was just talking about? No. The +3 scale mail plog with RF plus. Alright, so first of all, we were just talking about how little we need RF right now. And second of all, scale mail is kind of lousy. +3 is not that good. And third of all, plog. That's the name of your artifact scale mail? You made this beautiful steaming armor? Well, I guess it's steaming in one sense of the word. But anyway, plog is just not an appropriate name for armor that you want to wear around. It does not strike fear into the hearts of your enemies. I mean, I guess armor isn't really supposed to strike fear necessarily. It's more like a, you know, the weapon, I guess, is supposed to really strike fear into the hearts of your enemies, because that's what's doing the real offensive capability. And in this case, the weapon is my fists. My Naga fists of justice. So I guess having a nice sturdy name for your armor is totally fine, but like plog just doesn't do anything for me. I would not wear armor called plog. Skin feels tender. Oh, I thought that was Xam mutation for a second. But no, Xam is yellow. Oh, okay. Well, let's get up some... Oh, it's a shifter. Okay, no problem. Turn into something squishy like an elf and we can beat you down fast enough. Still drained. Ugh. Hungry. Ugh. Elf conjurer. Ugh. What did he shoot at us? Did he drain us some more? I'm not sure. Done exploring? Alright, that was Elf 2. Well, that's going pretty quickly. I guess we should totally go and finish this off. We can go to Elf 3. Yeah, I know, Elf 3 is super dangerous. It's the most dangerous place in the game. There's no reason to ever go to Elf 3, etc., etc., etc. But, again, we need the swag. This is where the elves keep all the good swag. They have been a little stingy with the swag so far. Oh, except for that scroll of acquirement. That was nice. Is this worth using a magic mapping on? I'm going to say yes. Not before we step away in here and Rod of Clouds these jokers. Absolutely would Rod of Cloud those jokers and then use our sling all over the place. Sling them all dead. Great. Life force restored. Good. Might have made a little noise there, but we're fine. Let's use a magic mapping on here. I mean, when else are we going to use magic mapping? We're not going to go to Tomb this game. We're not going to go to Pan this game. We're not going to go to Hell this game. We'll use one on Zot 5. I mean, we don't need to hoard magic mapping. Let's use it on Elf 3. Figure out exactly what we're dealing with. So presumably this big crazy looking thing over to the left, that's the thing. This is the thing, obviously. Anything that looks crazy, that's the thing. So all the good stuff is up there. We can clear out everything else first though, and it looks like there is a hallway. I mean, there's a nice hallway here. So we'll just get all of the elves. Oh, I didn't mean to do this. I meant to do something more like this, I guess. Alright, and let's go ahead and, yeah, just use our sling a little bit. Ignite poison would be so cool here. What happened here? Did we get pushed back? How did we get... We got pushed back by a force lance? Or something? Alright. Yeah, they're all dead. Nope, not all of them. Now they are. Okay. Alright. Good. Oh, you guys, you still confused? No, you're just wandering. You can die, though. Elf corpse. Just littering the elven halls with elf corpses here. It's what we do. We don't care about elves, we're a snake. Half snake. I don't know, elves are weird. We don't like elves. We don't approve of their society here. Nice. Pummel the deep elf summoner like a punching bag. That's a nice image. Alright, what have we here? Altar of Trog, really? I don't really know too many deep elf worshippers of Trog. It seems to be rather against their nature. Possibly the Blade Masters or the Master Archers, but I think they still do stuff like cast haste on themselves, so I don't know. Deep elves are naturally very magical people. It makes you wonder why there's an altar of Trog down there. Possibly it's like some sort of deal, or a science experiment, magical experiment, or, I don't know, an appeasement or something. You know, it's like, okay, Trog, we'll keep around an altar in L3 if that means we can keep doing our unholy magical experiments. And Trog is like, okay, whatever. Because you can't fight the Deep Elves. The Deep Elves are just going to do whatever they want, and Trog understands that by now. Wand of Lightning. Okay. We're going to have to make some cuts with this loot, probably. Alright. Deep Elf Conjurer. Let's go ahead and get these guys, though. Nice. Poison them up. And there's some more. Whoa. Alright, Sam decided to blow up the fungus. It did make sort of a distraction. So, that's pretty cool. Oh, nice. Got some cash in here. In this granite statue bush room. This room is pretty nice. I can respect this. I do like the architecture of the elven halls. I mean, I don't particularly like the elves themselves, but they do know how to make a nice looking place with all the stained glass everywhere. It's pretty cool. Pair of ruined gloves. Worth investigating? I mean, it's almost certainly not better than what we have. Cursed pair of gloves. Yeah. I mean, RF++ on a pair of gloves is just super nice. You can't argue with that. Nice to get that fire resistance. I mean, that's all the fire resistance you need, really, and to get that on auxiliary piece of armor. Super duper cool. Alright. Sling bullets. Debuff Demonologist. Whoa, okay. Yeah, I really wish I had Portal Projectile here. Let's try Great Sling of Freezing. Take him out as quickly as possible. Got him. He didn't summon one of the nastiest elves. Oh, get repel missiles up, of course. Forgot about that. You know, an execution is not that. Okay, and so we have it. Auto-exploring to the last place. Alright, but we did explore everything else first, so it's not like we didn't do our due diligence here. Alright, so what have we got? Deep Elf Sorcerer, casting some stuff. So I just read about this technique today. Bolt of lightning hits me. Alright, so what we're going to do is this. We're going to disintegrate our way into the wall. Alright. We're going to make a little hidey hole. Oh, what? Everybody's confused? Alright, well, never mind then. Never mind. Sam encourages us to go with this stupid style. But here comes some more. Alright, so let's finish off these two. He can act as a buffer while we finish up our hidey hole. Disintegrate our way here. In. And then one more for good measure. Disintegrates here. Alright, and then in. Hey, anybody want to come fight? Alright, and we'll Rod of Clouds over here for extra good measure. Poison gas, that works brilliantly. Alright, now we'll step in here. Now we can fight them one at a time, right? Put up a couple more buffs. Statue form is an option. Yeah, let's go statue form for that sweet electrical resistance. And if we're going to fight them one at a time, it's pretty brilliant. Anybody else notice? Oh, we got plenty of food. It's not like an issue. Hey, come over here, Mr. Annihilator. Bolt of Lightning missed us. Nice. Alright, so this is working great. Hidey hole. I never considered this tactic. You know, I guess I don't consider... You know, you think about this when you're a Formikid because you get all the free digging. So you make these hidey holes all the time, and you can't really teleport, so you have to make these favorable engagements for yourself. But with just a regular wand of disintegration, you can get the same effect. So maybe I should be doing that more. Hey guys, what's up? Shout for attention gratuitously. Come on. Beloved toy. Deep Elf Mage. Alright, well, let's see if we can get a couple with this sling here. Hey, guy. Whoa! Alright, Sam decided to teleport us around. That's totally fine. I think that was after we shouted. So let's head back this way. Hello, Mr. Mage. We still haven't seen a lot of the dangerous ones, though. Oh ho! Glittering steel ring. Oh, we got a lot of rotting flesh, so let's drop that. Pick up this ring. What do we got? Anything good? So much invisibility. It's crazy. Extra stealth is cool, too. I mean, that tells me, you know, if we had a better cloak, we would love that. If we could get, like, some kind of cloak. This ring is okay. I mean, it's like super stealth ring, obviously, with the dexterity, invisibility, and stealth. You know, obviously stealth makes you stealthier. So that's cool. I mean, if we want to go really more of the road style, that'd be awesome. We should, you know, if we change in our ring mail for a robe or something like that, too, that we could really go assassin style. But let's look at our other options here. Deep Elf Demonologist is asleep. Why don't you guys come up here? Killed those guys. Killed those guys. Alright, back off, back off. Oh no, do we have resist mutation? No. Alright, well here's the new plan. Back away into our hidey hole. Hidey hole. Well actually, we really want to kill this guy. Alright, statue form then. Miscast statue form, oh no! And we punch this guy. Good, we got him. Oh, I wish I had my portal projectile. Backing off to our hidey hole. It's not ideal. Alright. Deep Elf Death Mage. Killed him. Killed him. Alright, hidey hole wins again. All the magic of the Deep Elves cannot compete with the simple power of a hidey hole. Carrying around too much junk food too. Not junk food like potato chips, but junk food like pizza. Beef jerky is kind of junk food. I should probably eat that just to clear up a little room. It's not really helping me here. Here's a fresh elf corpse though. Post with cancellation falling out of my pack and then jumping in. That's pretty hilarious thing to happen. I can respect that, Sam. Alright. Take out this demonologist right quick. Before he gets any ideas. Nice, alright, good. They can banish us too, right? Forgot about that one. Alright, hi guys. Yeah, alright, back off. We're gonna get a rod of clouds going here just in case we get a good angle on them. Yeah, let's make them walk through fire and then freeze them at the same time. So nice. Alright, level 24. Level 24. Well, let's get our intelligence up to 24. That makes sense, right? Intelligence also going up to 24. And we also feel agile, so that's good. So, I was thinking about agility as well. We're sort of thinking about stealth class. Not to mention we want to get our kung fu as good as possible. Strength would be good for our sling, I bet. But it's my least important attribute right now. And for kung fu as well. I mean, strength is just good for dealing damage. Maybe we should put our last point in strength. But we also got a point of AC. That's super nice. We didn't get any negative mutations from the next kick. That makes me feel happy about that. Are these guys afraid to wander around the corner because of the fire? Or are they just not see me? Am I just that stealthy? Or are they just that stupid? Deep Elf Blade Master. Ooh, okay. So this is worth... What have you got going on? A glowing cutlass and a cutlass. Okay. 2 cutlasses, one of which is glowing. We're gonna go haste on this guy, actually. And then try to do this. Alright, this is not working. Let's go statue form, and then wield nothing, and just try to punch this guy, really pummel him. Stone skin, okay. Okay, now we're moving fast and he's moving slow. Come on, you're done. Alright, that was a slightly dangerous endeavor. A lot of guys up here. Let's get their attention, quote-unquote, with some sling bullets. A slime creature? Where did that come from? That's really bizarre. The slime creature, that was... Did Kazam turn him into a slime creature? That's hilarious. So those demons were bound to the slime creature? It's like, don't worry, my minions. Don't worry that I've been turned into a slime creature. Fight on. But of course, upon being destroyed, the demons were freed. And they're like, finally. We didn't really like working for that slime ball anyway. Deep Elf Annihilator, using our sling and our statues. Alright, we got a bunch of them. Sort of working our way through. Yeah, there's a few more. Let's go Rod of Clouds here. This is perfect Rod of Clouds opportunity. Oh, the thin mist. Always with the thin mist. Alright, never mind. Back off, back off. Back off. Back off. And then one more Rod of Clouds. Up there. Poisoned. Perfect. We could have also probably used our, Whoops. Alright, let's kill this sorcerer, definitely. We could also use our poison breath. Let's not forget that we have mega charge poison breath. Deep elf master archer. I don't exactly like this situation, which is why we need to kill these guys off real quick. Alright, killed him. Master archer is annoying. We still have our repel missiles up, though. Okay, got him. And we can constrict people so fast. Yeah, I think that strength affects our constriction as well. So maybe we should really be considering that more. Yeah, maybe we do need another point of constriction. Because our constriction is... or another point of strength for our constriction. And we can wear that hat, right? We found that hat. Or, excuse me, the helm. The helm of impermanence. Which means we probably won't wear it forever, but... well, we got the +4 strength. I like that. Intelligence. Alright. And there was a ring somewhere, too, right? Did I miss that? Did we pick up an artifact ring? No, I guess not. Faintly humming leather armor. Is this the armor we're looking for? Can't carry that much because I'm carrying around all this crazy stuff. Let's just eat the pizza and drop the elf. Well, okay. Oh, and we got a ring of evasion, huh? Let's put that on. Curse -6 ring of evasion. Great. Well, let's put on our protection of magic. Yep. And then remove curse just to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Then we'll drop that and put on that. And then put on... protection from magic is probably not bad for us right now. Although Bolt of Gold, I don't know. Yeah. Oh, well, what were we wearing before, actually? We were wearing that RF ring. Let's go ahead with protection from magic for here. We might find a better ring in a second. Alright, so here's that armor. Give this an identify here. It's mediocre. +1. I mean, the slaying is nice, but we have the poison resistance. The stealth minus goes against what we're trying to do. And +1 leather, I mean, no thanks. Potion of heal wounds, okay. Weird staff. Not what we're looking for. Come on, give me some loot I can use here. Deep elf demonologists. Kill him off quickly, please, before he decides to, you know, like banish us or whatever. Kill these jokers. Alright, I don't like fighting in the... oh. Don't like fighting in the vicinity of all of those jokers. Lost souls is what I meant to say. But jokers, you know what I meant. Large abomination. Alright, we're going statue form here. Miscast it, man. Come on. Stone skin. Beat on this guy. Alright. At least we can... yeah, okay. At least we've used up the lost souls on that abomination. Okay, the Deep Elf Annihilator turned into a Black Draconian, which I think I prefer, especially in statue form when I can't be shocked. So cool. Alright, that worked fine. I mean, that was inelegant. But not terrible. Oh, hello. Yeah, beat him to death. Go invisible. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, fine. I thought that was a next quick. That's actually the reason why I went into statue form. I wanted to secure that guy right quick. Repel missile's still up. Wanted to make sure of that. Alright, back away from all these guys. This is annoying. Alright, cast haste on ourselves. Alright, now get out the beating fists. Beating fists. Gotta beat these guys to death. Alright, we'll try the Great Sling on you. Blue Devil flies into a frenzy. Whoa. Nice. Alright, Ksama's just helping us out, blowing things up and whatever else. Alright, that's pretty awesome. No. Take out this guy first. Because he's gonna do nasty stuff. Take him out. Come on. Alright, Rod of Cloud's time. On everybody. Just everybody in the world. Alright, you're dead. You need to die. You all need to die. You all need to die. Did I not tell you this? Did you not hear me? Death mages are the worst. I just hate those lost souls. They just freak me out. Alright, perfect. We gotta eat something. Not poison anymore. Not in immediate danger. Gotta be a lot of elf meat around here. Well, let's just eat this beef jerky. There we go. Amulet of the Four Winds. Wow. Okay. What amulet are we wearing now? Well, that's a lot of stuff. That's a pretty good amulet. I mean, it'll give us all the MR++ that we ever needed. But we sort of have all the MR++ that we ever needed. Are we wearing our Ring of Magic? Protection from Magic, yeah. What else is giving us MR+? Anything? We just have that natural resistance. Okay, so we are naturally at MR++++, I guess. We definitely don't need to be at 5 pips. I don't know, Amulet of the Four Winds is nice, but I don't know, the only thing that's actually doing anything for us right now would be RN+. So, I mean, an Amulet of Warding would almost be better. So I think I'm going to stick with the Guardian Spirit for now. If we end up in a situation where we can benefit, if we lose our clarity, for example, then we will definitely wear it, because it's nice to have clarity with Exam. We'll keep it in our stash. But okay, fine, that's fine loot. Let's wait until this wears off a little bit. I'll fight in my closet? No, but that wasn't that helpful. I killed my closet, I didn't mean to. Ah, whatever. Good. Iron Imp. We got an Iron Imp friend. Blade Master. Okay, whoops. Alright, time to back off. Go into statue form here. Whoops, statue form I said. You got 2 short swords. Put on our AC. And definitely just beat this guy to death. No, not a Restless Soul. Okay, we got him. Alright, that was awesome. We killed the Restless Soul and constricted the Blade Master. And simultaneously killed you. And we're backing off. Alright, we don't want to fight anymore, guys. We're too low. Okay, well, if you're going to get up on my face about it, then yes, I will kill you too, Death Mage. I know you got a Death Wish, probably. That's why you went into Necromancy. All Necromancers secretly want to die. Attract a certain personality type. Alright, so here we go. More of these guys. They just keep coming. That's the thing about Elf that gets you. You gotta play it cool because they just keep coming. Alright. Glad that we got up to back out of undrained territory. Always makes me feel very nice. Alright. We've got a shifter of some kind over here. Wouldn't be surprised if Exam had something to do with that. Alright, let's get back up to full fighting form here. If we have to eat a little bit, that's totally fine. Deep Elf Demonologist, I don't know where he came from. He might have just spawned somewhere. Alright, well. Oh no, an Ice Fiend. Alright, well, we're going to blast him with the Wand of Fire then. What do you think about that? What do you think about that, you stupid Ice Fiend? Oh no, I've got fire and ice. Gotta kill them all. Alright, we got the Demonologist. Fine. Okay, that was a dangerous game right there. Standing next to an Ice Fiend. With only RC+. That was dangerous. I probably should have dealt with that more gracefully. Let's see what this other wand of... Let's wield this other rod. Rod of Shadows. Okay, well that gives us some summoning options. We can cast shadow creatures with that, which is pretty neat. It is cursed, unfortunately, but let's uncurse it. We only have 3 of those. Whoa, let's be a little bit more careful with what we wield from now on. Items here, sustainabilities, nope. Death Mage, nope. Alright, yep, kill you. Get all our sling bullets while attracting hopefully anybody else who's around. Scroll of Identify, whoa, okay, so there's some good looking stuff over here. What's that? Jeweled Scale Mail. What's this? A manual. Manual of staves, no, boo. Jeweled Scale Mail, worth identifying. Nope. Frokyogi is also a questionable name for a scale mail. These elves are not very good armorers, I gotta say. I wish they had the dwarven halls instead. I bet they'd had some proper armor in there. Book of Cantrips. We've already seen this, right? But we did want to learn apportation. Right? Kind of? Not really? I guess it could come in handy. I don't know. Maybe not. Never mind. We have it somewhere else. We'll decide at that point. There's some loot here. Definitely some loot. Embroidered gloves. Let's try them on. Gloves of strength. Yeah, but I really like these RF++ gloves. I think we'll find some way to capitalize on that. 9 meat rations, beef jerky. Just eat the beef jerky. Read what do we got in here? Spider Farm, Alistair's Intoxication. We could consider Alistair's Intoxication for Vault 5. I believe we've seen it somewhere else, right? No, actually. If I were to memorize that, what would be the odds of it? 13% with my transmutation skill. Is that something I want to do? I don't know. Maybe I should keep the option open. Human green potion, but my pack is full. Well, let's just drop the book for now. Pick this up. Identify what it is. Whoops. Potion of Brilliance. I don't know about that. Book of Transfigurations we all know about. A new kind of ring mail. It's probably as lousy as all the others. Metal-bound book. Minor magic. Variety of staves. Oh! Hat of the Bear Spirit. Okay. I'm intrigued. I am intrigued. My problem with this is, if I wear the spirit, then if I wear this with the spirit, that's redundant with the amulet of resist. Or, excuse me, the amulet of guardian spirit. It gives us rage, which is kind of nice for us, actually. We could use that rage. RN plus we don't have any of. MR plus plus, again, we're not really looking for it, but that would get us up to max. The thing is, if I were to wear that, then I would have to wear a different kind of amulet. And it's not like I really have any other kinds of amulets. I could just wear an amulet of warding. Honestly. Or faith. If we wanted to be awesome about it, we could go for faith. Or we could just wear the amulet of the 4 winds, just to be cool. I mean, it would be the swaggiest possible thing to do. Metal-bound book. Okay, what else do we got going on here? Drop, what can we drop? Let's see. Just drop this wand of lightning for now. Pick up the metal-bound book just to read it. What's in here? Summon butterflies. Is that a good option for us? I bet it could be. Maybe I'll learn to summon butterflies. Sure. That's all we really want from that. That's all the summoning we're going to do from that. But summon butterflies is a good spell for pretty much every character. Book of Minor Magic we've seen. File of Floods would be nice to have. Ooh, all these things I'd like to have. Including the Hat of the Bear Spirit. So let's go with that. Feel spirits watching over me. Yeah, definitely. Alright, so that's fine. I think we can drop that. We're still at RF+++. I guess we can put on our amulet of the 4 winds. Now we're at RN++. Alright, maybe we'll find a better amulet somewhere, I guess. Steaming ring mail we're interested in. Let's go ahead and identify that. Strength +2 of Wolono. Again, it's just so mediocre. But then again, our armor is so mediocre too. Like, is there really no better option for us? No better option here at all. We haven't seen any good cloaks. We haven't seen armor in general. There's way more. Can I search for body armor? No. File floods. What can we do? We can drop the fruits. We can eat the bread ration. That's what we can do. Eat the bread ration. Take the file of floods. Just because, yeah, we got so much evocable stuff going on. You know, we really should drop those decks, maybe. We got 2 slots for those decks. I don't know. Well, that's it, right? Scroll of recharging, okay. What can we recharge? Let's hang on to that. We should hang on to that. We don't want to blow it on one of our rods that we might never actually use. Done exploring, there we go. Alright, done with the Elven Halls. So what are the things that we need to do? Well, we got our better hats, right? Unless we want to go with our helmet. I think that this is going to work well for us. So let's just go back to our stash. So go to 1. Hi guys, how about a Rod of Clouds? Ooh, you just even lined up so perfectly for it. It's like you're asking for it. You know, if you don't want a Rod of Clouds in the face, then don't cluster up so nicely. It's not my fault. You're presenting yourselves, you know, you're asking for it. Keep going. Let's just check real quick for artifacts that we might not have seen. Robe. We could buy that robe, but it's so bad. Plus 10 blowgun. I know we have that sweet blowgun. Morgue is fine dagger. Sometime. Yeah, I mean. Oh, there's the Spear of the Botono. I didn't even notice that down in Crypts. That's really interesting. Spear of the Botono is an interesting weapon. I'll say that. It's, I believe, one of the only hex enhancers in the game. So if we had a hexing character going on, that'd be awesome. But I think it's a little late for that. I think Nagas have a pretty good aptitude for hexes. We could totally have done that, but I don't know. It's a little late for that. Anyway, going back to 1, go back to our place. Drop off a little bit of our loot. No, we don't have the beetles in doing anymore. What are we going to do? Unprepared to deal with beetles. Okay, so we dropped some of this stuff. New rations, fruits. Okay, like for example, this recharging can stay here. The Guardian Spirit can stay here. Maybe the deck of summonings can stay here. It's redundant with the Rod of Shadows. I'm not using it. It's probably almost empty anyway. And I'll drop this deck too. I don't know. I don't care. I just don't care. I've got too many evocables anyway. I'd rather have the inventory slot. Tempted to just drop those fruits too. It's not like I'm really using them very often. Scroll of Summoning. Again, yeah, redundant. Let's just drop that. Restore abilities. We'll keep them here. And Berserk Rage, we have the ability to evoke that. Alright, some easy cuts there. I like that. Good. 45 out of 52 slots. I like that a lot better. The other reason I came here was to memorize a couple of things. Like, for example, Portal Projectile. Yes. Spell assigned to I. Doesn't really make sense to me. What's my F? No, wait. Portal Projectile should be F. Alright. So equals S, I, F. That makes way more sense, because it's like my shotgun spell, you know? It's like my blasty spell. If I need to blast people from a distance, I can smite him with quarter projectile, basically. Alright, any other good rings here? Like, where's some rings that I have? Any reasonable rings? Ring of Wizardry could be okay, but I can cast all my spells perfectly fine, basically. Statue form I could work on a little bit. I forgot to check my skills. How are those coming along? 7.4 for that. Passage of Blueberry at 11%. Summon Butterfly, or Haste at... Oh no, Passage of Blueberry at 9%. Haste at 11%. That's fine. Charms is getting better. We can unfocus that now. Other things we might want to improve. Slings is coming along. Slings is just so good for us. We need to improve that. Dodging, fine. We just need some better armor is what we really need. Evocations. I'm tempted to throw stealth back on. I don't know. Alright, let's see. Air magic, no. Summonings, no. Spellcasting, fine. It's all good. It's all fine. Any other spells we wanted to learn? I thought I mentioned one in particular. Was it Phase Shift? I actually don't know if I have Phase Shift. We don't have a Book of the Warp. Alright. Well, what other spells could be reasonable? Should we learn Alistair's Intoxication? It's a pretty Xom-like spell. I never actually picked it up, though, right? Oh, no. Well, maybe before we go into Vaults 5, we can consider that. That would be a reasonable thing to try. For now, I guess I'll just keep these 5 spell levels. Oh, and Blink. We'll learn Blink. That was the other one. That's the other one I mentioned, just in case. Yep, and do we have a good B spell? B is Stone Skin. Yeah, well, Blink is J. Doesn't really make sense. Let's put Blink on I. That makes a little bit more sense to me. Spells, Blink to I. J is Butterflies. That doesn't make sense, but oh well. Alright, now we have 45 slots, and we're good to go. Let's see. We have found a better hat than the one we were looking for, so we don't really need to go and get that helmet anymore. Rings, that's right. So we definitely don't need to wear this protection from magic anymore. We still have RF plus even without this, so maybe we should wear that stealth ring. It gives us +3 dexterity. And we still have the RF plus even with that. What does that do for our ability to cast spells? Relatively constant. So let's just drop off our fire ring here. It's been good, but we're really in business for better armor. If we get better armor and a better cloak, then we can justify wearing this invisibility ring a little bit more. Yeah, but okay. We're good. We're good with that. Now what? I guess we should probably call it a video there. I think I'm going to call it a video, but honestly, I think I'll probably just still keep recording. I'm gonna make it a video just so it's these videos a little bit more digestible chunks. I mean, this is a nice breaking point, and then I think I'm gonna go down and tackle the depths in a minute. You know, which is a much more Herculean endeavor. There, you know, it'll take a much longer time than Elf, I imagine. So, let's go ahead and cut the video there. Thanks for watching, you guys. I appreciate it, and I'll see you right now. I might even record a few more videos today while I've got an opportunity, because again, my uploading schedule is gonna be a little bit intermittent over the next couple weeks, I guess. You know, I get these opportunities when I can upload a bunch, so I like to capitalize on that. So anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate you sticking around, and I'll see you next time.